I do remember my first car. My first car, and this is the truth, I was 15 years old, living in Nashville, Tennessee, and I was hanging out in the bars in Broad Street, and I had no business being down there in bars at 15, hanging out with a buddy of mine, and a crackhead came into the bar and asked us if we wanted to buy a car. I said, for how much? He said, $75. I said, I got $40. I'll come back and give you the other 35. So I gave the crackhead $40, and he gave me the keys to a '79 Thunderbird, and I drove away. And here's the funny, and I'm not kidding. So, and I was 15, by the way. I shouldn't have been hanging out in bars, certainly not talking to crackheads.
And not driving.
And well, I came from Hawaii, so in Hawaii I got my driver's license when I was 14.
Oh, wow.
So I did have a driver's license, but I shouldn't have been dealing with crackheads. But as I was driving down the road, me and my buddy, we heard some noise in the back, and we looked back, and there was another crackhead passed out on the floor. So we pulled over, and it's like, you got to get out. And then that was it. That was my first car when I was 15 from a crackhead.
Wow, so you got a crackhead in the car for $40?
For $40, yeah. I got a crackhead in the car, yeah. But the joke was on me, actually, because he didn't give me the gas key, so I couldn't put gas in it. It was probably stolen anyway, so I trashed it at a Burger King.
My first car was a '78 Monte Carlo that I bought from a auction in New York City, where you weren't able to look under the hood of the car. I bought it for $175, and it was worth every penny of it because it broke down in less than a week. That was my first car. I had a '67 Pontiac when I first moved to LA, convertible. I used to listen to the oldies, the good oldies. I used to blast the good oldies in the car. The 50s, the 60s music. And I really felt like I was going back in time.
Did you make mixtapes?
Lots, only mixtapes. I was still using cassettes.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I had a 1986 Ford Ranger. It was a pickup truck. Yeah, with a shell on the back and a carpet kit. It was good in high school. I made out with a lot of girls in that truck.
And you guys, what is
I
your
had
first
an
car?
'83 Cutlass Sierra. It was like a rusty color, and I took it to this place in LA called One Day Body Paint, and I got a $400 paint job, all black, and I was good to go. It's my first car.
I had a Plymouth Reliant with a messed up wax job, and I also had a Hyundai Excel with a stick shift, and the stick shift had no numbers on it. It was just a wooden ball. You had to guess where the hell you had to guess what gear you was in. Trust me. And it gave out on me one day on the highway, and I couldn't even be mad because I didn't expect it to even last that far.
A wooden ball with no numbers on it.
So what is your
Good
best
luck.
experience ever in a car?
Oh, you don't want to talk about that. That might be a little too. Let's just say the back seat of the car. Some great experiences in the back seat.
Well, mine always happens when I'm driving.